New details as a family works to cope with a deadly crash that killed their 3-year-old boy last week. Pima County Sheriff's deputies suspect drunk driving was involved in this case. They arrested Tyler Markham on charges of aggravated assault and DUI. He could be facing additional charges. This happened back on November 6th. And investigators say the suspect was in a car that hit another car near West El Tiro and North Puma Road in Avra Valley. The 3-year-old in the other car died. Another child was injured but is expected to survive. Fox 11's Allie Potter is live where it happened. She spoke with the boy's family, and Allie, they say they are living a nightmare.
Mary, they really are living this absolute nightmare. The family tells me it was a happy day to begin with. They were so excited. They went to a birthday party. Little 3-year-old Grayson, he had a blast. He was playing with balloons, eating cake, all the 9 yards. Of course, you would expect at a birthday party, right? Well, as they got into the car, they were heading home, and then that's when tragedy struck them. And as you can imagine, it's been such a difficult time for mom and dad. They were so emotional that they couldn't go on camera, but the grandmas decided to go on camera, and they hope that justice will be served for their little Grayson.
That's not something any mother or grandmother should ever have to see, is that little boy hooked up to life support.
Around 11 p.m. on November 6th, Jessica's son Donovan called her. He said 3-year-old Grayson was fighting for his life.
I couldn't understand the words he was saying to me.
Grayson was inside the car with his mom, Sydney, and 5-month-old brother, Thomas, when they were hit by an alleged drunk driver.
It was on Grayson's side. Grayson took the brunt of the impact.
Sydney jumped out of the car and broke the window to get Grayson out.
As she was pulling him out of the car to perform CPR.
Grayson was taken to the hospital.
His little shoulders were bruised. No one should have to go through that.
Unfortunately, Grayson's injuries were just too severe, and he passed away. His family says he's always made everyone's day through his bubbly personality and kind-hearted spirit. He even loved to share. Grayson did all that until the very end.
Grayson was an organ donor.
So far, Grayson has saved 3 lives. The family says Grayson should still be here.
Yes, people do make mistakes, and we are working hard to try and find some forgiveness in our heart, but it's very hard to process this one. That young man who decided to drink and drive and hit Sydney with 2 children in the car, and then watched this brave young mother pull her baby out of the broken window and try to save him, and he fled the scene. We can forgive mistakes, but I don't know how we're gonna forgive that level of cowardice.
As the family tries to find strength, they hang on to videos, pictures, and memories with their sweet little boy.
That's a good way to sum up Grayson.
Happy?
Grayson was so joyful. He was funny and joyful, and he would tease his auntie. I loved it. He figured out he could.
And I'm sure you at home, that can't help but pull the heartstrings a little bit, kind of possibly being relatable to some of you at home. Parent or not, it's just a tragic story, that's all. But I will say they are trying to share the joy with the community in Grayson's honor by hosting a toy drive. We'll have details on our website. These toys will actually go to children who cannot afford them. Another thing, a GoFundMe page has been set up because, as you can imagine, the finances for the funeral cost, mom has to get a new car. They have really piled up, so they're hoping to get some help. Reporting live here in Avra Valley, Allie Potter, Fox 11 News.